today we have the world champions from General Ricardo Sanchez Elementary School. So I'd like you all to go ahead and introduce yourselves and give us your grade level.
Okay. Hi, my name is Marieli Lopez and I'm in 5th grade.
Hi, my name is Sofia Carmona. I'm in 5th grade.
Hi, my name is Gilberto Anis Jr. and I'm in 5th grade.
Hi, my name is Ryder Santa Maria and I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, my name is Isabella Guerra and I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, my name is Hector Rodriguez and I'm in 4th grade.
Hi, I'm Cassie Garcia. I'm in 5th grade.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started with some of the questions that we have for you. First of all, who can tell us what Odyssey of the Mind is?
Odyssey of the Mind is a place where students can learn to be creative and learn new things.
By making props and coming up with your lines and other stuff like that, yeah.
Odyssey of the Mind is a program where kids can learn to be more creative and they can be their self and whatever and when they do it. Like Ryder said, Odyssey of the Mind is a program for young students or older students to have creative minds or learn to have creative minds and make props, and you have to write your own script for Odyssey of the Mind.
Good, very good responses. So can someone tell us how it's set up? Does it have several components or is it just one type of competition?
No, actually, it is kind of like a one competition, but there's 3 parts. There's 3 parts
categories.
of
We
it.
have
First,
regionals.
the first part is the acting. Then after that, they go with the style, like how you do it, like what's the prettiest thing and why'd you choose it. And then after that is the spontaneous, which is where you fast think in a creative way. But the one competition, it's regionals. But we didn't have regionals because we were the only team in South Texas.
And then
So we
it's
skipped to state and then
So
world finals. So we made it to world.
Wow, amazing. All the way, from Rio Grande City, Texas, and where was the World Finals this year?
Michigan State
University.
Hey, wow.
In East Texas.
Was that exciting?
Yes. It was very cold up there. I got sick after all the walking we did in the cold because of the sweat.
Oh, yeah.
The cold
Your
sweat.
throat would get so dry though because of how cold it was.
Yeah.
Very good. So let me ask you another question. How did you come up with a creative idea or solution for your Odyssey of the Mind problem?
We watched a whole bunch of videos of like old Odyssey of the Mind problems and like videos of like extremely old from like the 1990s of like videos of like slapstick and stuff. That's where we got the ideas.
They're like in the 2000s.
Really old.
At least.
Really old.
They were like the two students, I think.
So in Odyssey of the Mind competition, there are a certain amount of questions. How many are there that you have to choose from?
We have 5 problems that we could choose from.
So
And
wait,
how,
we don't.
out of the 5, how did you come up to the problem you all selected this year?
So we basically selected our problem 5 because we thought that one would be really fun, but
Yeah.
also a lot of creativity, a lot of expression, a lot of yelling, a lot of
Dramatic.
dramatic. Yes, a lot of dramatic.
Yes.
And we had a character that really suited the
And
dramatic
it
character,
was
which was
Ryder.
Ryder.
Santa Maria.
Very good.
And another reason we decided to choose the dramatic is also because our coach was experienced with that one and another one, but it was really a debate with it was one of those raise your hand if you want to do this or the other one. And we decided to go with the drama. Yeah, because it was like more suitable for us. Like the other ones, they made sense, but like in our minds, they weren't
We
really
thought that the
as
dramatic-
suiting as possible.
Very
Like-
good.
Like to us, they weren't like the problems. They seemed cool, but like we just didn't want to do those problems.
Yeah.
Like not as in like we didn't want to because of the way they sounded or like what they're doing.
Yeah, not in a rude way.
Like we just decided problem 5, the most dramatic character ever, is
The best.
the best.
Again, this is our first time trying it, but we chose problem 5.
Very good. All right, let's move on to another question. Can you share some challenges that you faced during the competition and how did you overcome them?
So we had this one very bad problem. We would change our script like twice a week. Okay, yeah. So we would put one thing, so then the next week we would like put it out, and then we would switch some words and add some things and take them out.
And then
that was a bad problem, but then we eventually got the correct script we wanted.
Yeah, and our teams, we had to like make up the whole script, so that was one of our like biggest problems to overcome, because we needed to like have the names for the different characters and like the different scenes. We had
But
like
it couldn't
different
be
things.
too big because we only had like 9 minutes. to
Yeah,
record.
we have 8 minutes.
It
actually.
was
Only.
It was 8. Oh.
And another thing is that, like they said, the names, and we wanted to keep it like with the OM, so we tried making names that make sense, but used OM as the first letters.
Like Mr. Omerton.
Mr. Omerton, that's what he was.
And Omertina.
And Omar Landina.
Oh yeah, that was
It was
fun.
yeah.
we
But-
wanted to make it obvious because
It felt crazy.
Also, a problem we had with the props was we were like prepared, but we didn't think it was actually gonna happen. We had carpet, and it was like most of our props weren't like equipped for carpet.
That kind.
Yeah.
So we had to add wood on
like
the side.
rubber at the bottom.
Yeah.
We knew what we could do, and we like added tape to on the bottom to like push it around easier.
So it wouldn't
But
scratch
we
the phone.
but we started like losing the tape, and on the ride over there we realized there wasn't the tape, and we had to pick it up, and that was the challenge because we got tired and we put it down, and that really, it didn't really affect our time, but it did affect our time.
The problem
Like,
too
not
is
as
that
much.
They would have to pick it up to like move it. So and then when you would pick it up, that was the biggest problem we had. So it was pretty
Because
heavy.
there were
And we had a chair inside of the biggest prop, and it kept falling and falling and falling.
it-
so
wasn't
we
it
had
a
to come up
table?
with
So we
with
had to
like
use Velcro.
Velcro, yeah, to close it up, but it was still like happening and it kept falling.
Yeah,
It
off
was
the
like
side.
folding, so that was one
Yeah,
big
so
problem
it was
we had.
really annoying, that chair.
It was a table.
It was a table.
Another challenge was that the props kept warping.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
really
we had to-
warpy.
They were getting all bent, like
And-
the cardboard. It was like decrease, like it was going this way.
Like
instead of
it was giving up.
warping.
And we were also on a budget of $135. But my tias and tios, they buy wood because they're building like an outdoor patio, and they had like these 2x4s that we would cut, and they were probably like 28 cents a piece at the hardwood store they go to. And I told Mr. Science, like, I have some wood if you want to use it, and it was cheap too. And he was
So
like,
we had to
So it
add.
wasn't that big of a problem.
and we
for us.
decided to use the wood, and it helped the warping a little bit, but like
Not
the
that
wood
much.
didn't reach to the top.
So we had
Because
to,
we
like-
put it. So we'd
so-
have to like every day after practice. It was like on our schedule to make sure we laid it down flat so they don't warp
Yes,
anymore.
every time we were done with practice, we would lay it down flat every single time.
And as well as we used to look in the trashes and stuff like that. We used to ask people so they could find the big refrigerator
Refrigerator
boxes.
boxes.
And
So we can use for our props because we really needed cardboard.
For the props,
because
we
we needed it to be cheap.
and
big.
And lucky for us, our parents really came in handy for that, because my dad, he'd go around to stores and he'd ask for like old boxes, and he ended up leaving with like 3 refrigerator boxes and a couple of dryer or washer boxes.
Yeah. And then also some of the things we had to overcome again. It was like one prop. It was like a stained glass window, so we had to collect CDs and cut them up like carefully, and then we had to hot glue them on, and it took like so long.
So
it took
long.
like 2 days to finish 2. So like 1 day for each.
It's to the point where we would have to wear safety glasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we would be careful.
Great responses. What was the most exciting or memorable moment from the World Championship?
I want to say we all have different opinions, of course, but one of the things that I found the funnest was the pin trading. That was one of the funnest things we did, because we would go with only like one page. Like we had a pin book, and we'd go with only like one of the things filled out. And I had one filled, and I came back with all of them filled out. And it was just fun because I ended up getting pins from New
Like,
Jersey,
all around the world.
Pennsylvania, China,
Mexico,
Japan.
Hong Kong, South
Yeah.
Korea.
And
all around the world.
Colorado. The Colorado pins were nice. They had like Wednesday Addams and Nintendo Switches.
Oh yeah.
And they had their signatures. They had the Rams, the Buffalo.
Oh.
Another,
And- So you can go.
another
So-
thing that I liked was when they were announcing the like who won and stuff. They had a light show. They had a light show before, and it was really pretty.
It was awesome.
We had made some custom hats. They had some of them had lights. They were just like Texas
all
themed,
had
but they
to
were
make
really
us-
pretty.
Yeah.
We
That's
all
why I'm
had to
like-
make a custom hat. But then I think almost all of us had a little bit of light on our hat
Yeah.
to show, because in the laser show they would like turn the lights off and then they would put the lasers everywhere, so then everyone would turn on their lights.
Yeah,
The-
and
the-
also one of the memorable things or the exciting things is what's it called? When we were doing our performance, we were doing it on rug, like we mentioned. It was very hard, but then like afterwards, we
got used to it.
Got used to it, and like one of the last scenes, we had a cake because we had to have something growing up.
Yeah.
And it almost fell. So we had to go catch it, and then everyone was like, "Woo!" So we were catching it.
And it was the first time that it ever fell.
Yeah,
Ever fell.
it was like the first time, and at the competition, like what a
And I love
Coincidence.
like one of my favorite parts was also whenever we were in the
Gilbert.
middle.
Talking to the mic. Get closer to the mic.
One of my favorite parts was like whenever like all of us, we just randomly got together, started dancing sometimes. But we were just in the mood, and it was really fun.
The best thing was in my head was probably like announcing the winners. Like it was so awesome. Like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and all of us got to face that one time opportunity.
And it was really scary when we got like our results because we were shaking. And then our coach, Mr. Elias Sainz, when they announced us, because they were like, and the world champions for Problem 5 Division 1,
They paused.
General Ricardo Sanchez Elementary, and Mr. Sainz popped up like, woo!
No, he
And-
popped up and hugged me
Yeah,
so hard.
and he was holding Hector's hand,
So
and he was
hard.
like this, and he was like,
We were all like, he squished me so
yeah.
hard. But it
And
was
then we
Sophia
had
had-
to run straight
Hold on.
down to the bottom.
my
funny
hat
part was-
folded at that point.
The funny part was when we were going down, we went the wrong way,
Yeah,
and you
and
couldn't
then
go
we had
down the
to go-
stairs.
we
So
had to
then
go-
we would have to go up to another row.
Yeah, we had to.
It seemed that you all have experiences of a lifetime
Yeah.
this past May. So, wow, amazing stories. Let me ask you all another question. Could you describe the teamwork and collaboration that went into winning this world championship?
I think some of the teamwork that we had was because we had this one word that would always like bring us back to life, so we can start doing the props, and it was divide and conquer. So all of us had to group up into like 2s, 3s, and then we would do something like let's say we needed to do this prop, we had to do that prop, then the other prop we have to, but like there were groups, like let's say it was Isabella and Ryder right here, them two right here, and then so on and so forth, and that's how we use that word divide and conquer.
Yeah, sometimes there's groups that we have to have a big group or a small group just so we could have our props ready by the time that we could practice.
And like you said, the teamwork, that's the main part of Odyssey of the Mind. Like Marieli said, divide and conquer. And if you were with one group and you finish, it doesn't mean, oh, go sit down, you're on break because you just finished. No, that means divide and go with and spread apart to go with your other teammates.
Again, yeah.
But we would have, mostly the main prop would have like the most, because the main prop was like the biggest and like the most important prop we had.
Yeah, and we had our artist, Isabella, and she did like the paintings that we had in one of the scenes.
The king and queen.
And it was them two. Like she was the queen in the like the scene, yeah, the story. And so she had to paint all of that, and Ryder helped her as well.
Excellent. So let me ask you the last question so that now we can have an opportunity to hear from your teacher and also from Ms. Carmona. Okay? So let me go ahead and ask the last question so that we can start, we can hear from your teacher and your principal also. Some of you that are in 6th grade already, what advice do you have for your students who aspire to compete in Odyssey of the Mind in the future?
Some advice that I would say to the kids that want to join Odyssey of the Mind: don't be afraid to join. have good social skills, like, and don't be selfish to your teammates. Because if you're selfish, then just don't bother to try out, because that's not gonna help you get anywhere in Odyssey of the Mind.
Like when I first started, I was like really shy, and like I didn't really I wasn't expressive as I was now, and it really helped me. So I would just say like, don't be scared, don't be afraid, because I was, and I still made it. So you can too, I guess.
And we still got world champions.
Same. That was the first fear I had. I walked into the room. I sit down. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
Excellent stories. Well, on behalf of our school board of trustees and our central office administration and everyone in Rio Grande City GRSE, we want to congratulate you one more time for the sensational job that you did going out to compete at the regional, state, and national and world, competition. Wow, y'all did amazing work. You all have a lot of talent, and just like Ryder mentioned earlier, teamwork is extremely important. So, that's a good trait to have, right? Teamwork. Mm-hmm. Through teamwork, we can accomplish a lot more as we work together and solve problems. And that's what the world is all about, right?
Yes.
Making sure that we have experiences of a lifetime and we prepare ourselves for college and go beyond.
For our life, yeah.
Yes, and be ready for the life challenges that are ahead of us. And y'all are well prepared for that. So congratulations. We are super proud of you. You all are superstars.
Especially starting for elementary. Just imagine how you'll be in middle school, high school, college.
Yeah, and
You'll be prepared.
Yeah.
So best of luck to you as you continue your journey here with us at Rio Grande City GRSE. Congratulations.
And I think I speak for all of us when I say this. I want to say thank you for having us on your podcast.
We want to make sure, Ryder, that everyone knows about the great stories and the great things happening in our school district. So we'll continue sharing the stories, the voices from our children in our district. So with us this afternoon, we also have our Odyssey of the Mind coach, Mr. Elias Sainz. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And we have the principal of General Ricardo Sanchez Elementary, Mrs. Carmona.
Thank you for having us here.
So let me ask you all a few questions this afternoon. What inspired you, Coach Sainz, to be the coach of Odyssey of the Mind this past year?
Well, sir, first of all, my past experience with Odyssey of the Mind, I've coached for 20 years in the past, and working with young minds and fostering creativity is really what inspires me the most, to keep opening up their minds and having them express their creativity.
Awesome. Could you share some of the key lessons that you learned as a coach throughout the championship journey?
Okay, what I did learn from this journey was that I'm not fully in control. The students have to control this whole journey. They were the ones who had to perform and make their props and change and create their lines as the months went through. So I've learned that I'm not in control of this, but I had to let them take over because it has to be, everything is from the student's point of view, not the coaches.
Excellent. How do you feel that these skills and experiences gained through Odyssey of the Mind will help our students in the long run?
Oh, absolutely. It will definitely help them. They've learned to become a team. They've learned to work together, which is something important that they're going to need later on in life. They learn to work together, collaborate, very important, collaborating, and sharing ideas. And that's what we all do in the work field today. So yes, it is definitely going to help them in the long run.
Excellent. Mrs. Carmona, how proud are you of your students, with this remarkable achievement?
Well, I'm beyond proud of our team, of our coach, and our kids. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The pride that I have in our campus and our students to go out there, coming from a small town, Starr County, little border town, Rio Grande City, and then going to the state level, winning that, and first place at the state level, the whole state of Texas, being the only team from South Texas, and then winning at the state level, and then going to World, competing against countries that our kids haven't even heard of, and taking that world championship title, it's just like remarkable. Very, very proud of them. We want to keep it going. One thing that we always emphasize in school and campus is that we're champions. We're a school of champions. Our students are champions. So the fact that they proved something at the end of the last year that I've been professing all year was just the trifecta, for ending the school year. But to say that I'm proud is an understatement, because my pride, I beam with pride over our coach and our OM team.
Excellent. In what ways does this victory reflect the school's commitment to fostering creativity and innovation?
So at our campus, we're always striving to expose our kids to things that they are otherwise not exposed to. We have initiated so many clubs, so many extracurricular activities, so that our kids' talents can be showcased. And this is just one piece of our campus where we can showcase their talent and to prove what we have. Had we not initiated, bringing back OM, we wouldn't have, founded these gems of students and their talents and what Mr. Science, did with them. So it's just taking what we have and exposing them, putting them out there to showcase what we have on campus. And we know we have the great, amazing students. So this is one way, along with other initiatives that we have, that we put them out there so that they can know themselves what they possess and further develop them as a student, as a child, as they grow.
Excellent. Seeing you all and hearing you all, the enthusiasm that it builds, the campus culture, is really, really, we can see it. So we want to congratulate you on behalf of our school board of trustees and ourselves, throughout the district. It was a huge undertaking that Mr. Science and yourself did, at the beginning of last year, and it was well worth it. So we congratulate, both of you, because it doesn't go unnoticed. The passion that you have, the dedication, and all the time, extra time that you provide, our students, and guiding them and being there to support them and, getting them to where they were at is amazing. So congratulations to both of you. And of course, all the students, the parents, spending so much time supporting their children's education and supporting this initiative. It was amazing. So congratulations. And we wish you the best of luck this year as you go back. And hopefully we'll take up the World Championship once again.
Yes, and I do want to thank you, Mr. Peña, our superintendent, our board members for making it all possible, as well as General Sanchez. He was an extreme supporter and helped our students, treat our students, and he also financially supported the program as well as some business owners in town, in our community. The outreach from our community as well is a huge blessing. We couldn't have done it without, yes, our parents, our campus, our coach Signs, you all, the board, and the community, because it felt like we all came together to take something to the next level, and this is the product. And we're glad that it's gonna, now we've initiated, ignited a spark, that now we have another elementary school and a middle school who are going to continue the OM tradition. So more kids, we get to have more kids involved, and that is the goal.
It feels wonderful that they've inspired other students to want to join Odyssey. So thank you so much for your support.
You're welcome. Our school board is always very supportive for all the initiatives of our students, right, throughout the district. So yes, it doesn't go unnoticed. We want to thank them dearly for all the support, everything that they've done, and for our students in our district throughout. So once again, students, our world champions, right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
We are super proud of you. You are our superstars. So best of luck as you continue and as you share with other students, the love, the passion that you have, that you possess. It doesn't go unnoticed. So thank each and every one of you for everything that you do, students. All those long hours, all that creativity, and the working teamwork that you do together. Congratulations.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Go Eagles!